Now, in this video, let us understood the starting model, that is a rule-based system NLP method, and why we are moving towards this. We understood this rule-based system method as well as the limitations that we encountered while using this, and so that's why due to limitations only, right, we move to this advanced to this system, advanced to this method. This statistical NLP method came. Now let's understood that. So why we use this rule-based system? In order to process our natural language, right? Yes. Now let's consider a point, that is how we actually analyze a word, or you can say how we actually analyze a sentence. In order to understood any paragraph or a huge amount of text, we first need to understood a sentence, right? Yes. We first need to understood a sentence. How our data will be? Actually, our data will be like a paragraphs. Now, in order to understood this manually, so what we do? We need to understood each and every individual sentence, right? Now, to understood this sentence, what we need? We again need to understood each and every word and the relation between multiple words, right? Yes, relation between words in sentence. Relation between words in a sentence. So if I understood the word meaning and the relationship between words in a sentence meaning, then I can able to understood whole sentence meaning. And if I understood a sentence meaning and if I understood multiple sentences meaning like that, I can able to understood a paragraph meaning. So if I understood a paragraph meaning, in the same way, if I understood multiple paragraphs meaning, then I'll get whole the data related whole the data related meaning, right? Yes. So in this way, actually, as a human, we understood. So in similar to this, in any NLP method, by using program, we can understood this data. Now, as a human, how we understood a sentence? A sentence must contain the simple words like subject plus verb plus object. So like that, multiple rules are there. So based on the rules, we'll identify how the sentence will be and which word is subject, which word is verb, which word is object, right? Yes. So based on multiple rules, we can able to manually identify each word in a sentence, and we can able to tell so which word is a subject, verb, or object, or how a word is acting, right? Yes. So in similar way, how we understood a word, either it is a subject, verb, or object, in the similar way, in order to identify each and every word based on certain rule, what researchers do is researchers created some rules. Researchers created some rules in this rules based system in order to identify words and their meaning. Let's say by using that rule based system, if any word gets identified, or you can say any word meaning gets identified by using the rule based system, in this way, actually, related any word related meaning is identified. So that process, or you can say that identification, we call it as part of speech tagging. What is that? That's part of speech tagging, identifying each word meaning. Okay, this rule based system is identifying the meaning of word by using this part of speech tagging. Now, is this word, separate words meaning is enough for me to identify the whole sentence meaning? No, right? The relationship between words also I need. The meaning, or you can say the relationship between words also I want in order to identify the whole sentence. So, how the relation between words is identified? What do we call that? So, in order to identify the relationship between words, we call that as parsing. By using this parsing, the relationship between words are identified. By using part of speech tagging, each and every word in a sentence, meaning, or you can say that word is subject or verb or object is identified. And relationship between words is identified by using parsing. And in this way, if we identify the whole sentence and if we categorize the data or if we analyze the data, if we analyze our data in this way, then there is a word for that analysis, that is syntax analysis. In rule based systems, actually in this way only the data is analyzed, that is syntax analysis happened by using part of speech tagging to words, whether that word belongs to subject, verb or object or other grammar. And in order to identify the grammar between words, or you can say relationship between words, by using parsing, that is identified, and the whole sentence meaning is identified by identifying these two. By identifying such multiple sentences meaning, a paragraph meaning is identified, and multiple paragraphs, by identifying such multiple paragraphs meaning, whole data meaning is identified in this rule based system by using this syntax analysis actually. Then here if you observe, so actually everything seems to be good. Then why I need to move to this statistical NLP, statistical natural language processing update to this? Why this update came to this? Actually, the reason that we are moving to here is the complexity of designing these rule-based systems. So where the complexity happens, sir? While designing any rule-based systems, first, we need to create rules based on the language. If we consider only English, then in only English, there are multiple rules are there in order to identify a word in a sentence. Similar to that, do we have only English language? No. We have multiple languages are there. So to design these types of rule based systems becoming very complex. Even processing that much of huge amount of data, we require a lot of servers, compute. Even that becomes a problem those days. And so in order to manage that, in order to manage such a complexity, we need, we must need scaling, right? Yes. So that scaling also becomes a issue due to these limitations, and multiple more are there. So that's why we are having a requirement of advanced natural language processing model. So there, this statistical model came, that is this statistical NLP model came to overcome the limitations or to minimize the limitations that we are facing at rule based model. Sir, can you tell in detail like how the complexity, or you can say why it becomes complex to design these rule based systems, why it is becoming complex? The reason behind this is, so for each and every word, Can you say for each and every word only one meaning is there? No. For each and every word, there are multiple meanings are there. Due to that ambiguity, it really becomes complex to analyze those words in this rule-based systems, right? Yes. So that's the complexity. That's the main reason which is arised when using this rule-based systems. So what about scaling, sir? Is there any particular issue that is faced? The main issue they faced while using this rule-based systems for scaling is due to multiple languages. It becomes a one more issue that is very complex for them to identify the ambiguity, that is each word meaning exactly, and identifying the rules and configuring those rules becoming very complex for them to design these rule based systems. So that's why this statistical NLP is introduced. So I hope you understood why we moved from rule based systems to statistical NLP and how the rule based system works. And we also understood what are the limitations that we faced while using this rule based systems, and how, or you can say what is the reason that we move to statistical NLP from this rule based system. And we also understood the keywords like parsing, nothing but identifying the grammar or relationship between words, and part of speech tagging, that is nothing but each word related grammar tagging, and the syntax analysis, that is analyzing this parsing, or you can say analyzing the relationship between words, and part of speech tagging, that is each word related meaning. I hope you understood this video. If you feel this video is useful, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching again. See you back in the next video with another interesting topic. Until then, bye bye, guys.